Okay, you guys, so now what we're going to be talking about is the comparison of the latest iPhones with the older iPhones. Very briefly, I don't want to spend too much time on it because I've already taken a lot of your time going over all the specs. But now, in case you have an older iPhone, I want to go over that. If you don't have an older iPhone, you have an iPhone XS, XS Max, or the new XR, then we already went over it. You can skip over this part. So what you do is you go to Apple's website, iPhone, and then you press where it says compare. Okay? Now, from here, we have like the new XS Max, and we're going to compare some of the older phones. Okay? So let's look at the 10, see what changes came to be, and then let's look at something like the 8 Plus. Okay? So we scroll down, similar cameras. Okay? Some of the little features here. Same sensors, everything here is the same two cameras. Okay, good. Dual optical image stabilization, so it's a little bit more stable in the iPhone XS Max and the X. The 8, whatever, like we talked about stabilization, you don't really have to worry that much about it, but it's kind of good to have it. So a little bit better one will be better for stabler pictures. Okay, optical zoom, good. They both have that because they both have the two cameras, right? So these two little cameras on the back. Okay, so cool. Everything looks the same. Now, the thing about the Max, the XR, the XS is that they both have the advanced bokeh and depth control. These other ones don't. So the 10 and the 8 Plus do not have that. So that means that after you take the picture, you cannot go in there and change the depth of field of the picture, making the background blurry or not, which we'll talk about when we get to the portrait mode section of this course. So if you have the 10 or the 8 Plus, you do have portrait mode. It's going to make the picture a little blurry in the background, but not so much like you can mess with in the new iPhones, which is a game changer if you really like depth of field, like having the background be very blurry, which is what a lot of professional photographers love doing. So after you see this course and you see when we get to that section, if you feel like you want to get the new iPhones just because of that, then that'd be something really cool that's different. I was blown away when that feature came out. I ran and bought the new iPhone. So the same portrait mode, lighting, 5 effects, smart HDR versus auto HDR for photos. So, the smart one is intelligently always working and is putting the pictures in a better way than the auto HDR. The smart HDR also has the ability to take the picture so quick that you can freeze action, and auto HDR can't really do that well. So you will have to almost like stand still and let the 3 pictures be taken. But smart HDR can do it so quickly that somebody can jump in the air and you catch good dynamic range with action, which is a unique thing about the smart HDR. Front-facing cameras, it's all the same, but the X has portrait mode in the front-facing camera because of all the cool stuff that they put in the 10 and forward with the face detection. So they got rid of the home screen to do face detection to unlock the screen, so they added all these cool little cameras in the front, which allows you to do portrait mode with the front-facing camera. So 8 Plus and older will not be able to do that. The 10 can do that. Portrait mode with advanced bokeh and depth control in the front-facing camera, which is crazy. I can take a selfie and make the background very blurry, which I can, like, it's so cool. The lighting effects, you can do that in the front-facing camera on the 10 and the 10 Max. And that's basically it. You can go back here and look through some of the older phones and everything and really compare them. But the reason is Masterclass 2019 is because we're talking about the latest iPhones. And we're going to be updating this course as new iPhones come out if the features change with the cameras and the new iPhones. But for now, we want this to be up to date with the latest technology in the iPhones. So you know that you're getting a good course. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next lecture.